Most people in Britain eat bread every single day. A slice at breakfast, a sandwich at lunch, toast in the evening. It feels like the most ordinary, trustworthy food in the world. But research published in 2025 and 2026 has been revealing what the UK bread industry is quietly putting into those loaves, and what the packaging tells you is not always the full picture. Today we are covering 8 UK bread brands that have come under documented scrutiny and the genuinely better alternatives available right now. Every claim is backed by a named source. Let us go. Number 8. Hovis. In August 2025, the Real Bread campaign wrote to 16 of the UK's biggest bread companies asking one simple question. Was a specific ingredient in their products being used as a hidden preservative? Hovis still had not given a clear answer as of January 2026, confirmed by the Real Bread campaign. That sits alongside a salt record that is genuinely alarming. Action on Salt, a scientific expert group at Queen Mary University of London, tested 242 packaged loaves in March 2023 and found the Hovis white loaf with starter dough was the saltiest loaf in the entire survey, at 1.48 grams of salt per 100 grams, nearly 3 times saltier than the least salty loaf, confirmed by Action on Salt. The NHS says bread is the single biggest source of salt in the British diet. No straight answers on ingredients and the worst salt record in a major national survey. That is why Hovis is on this list. Number 7. Warburton's. Britain's biggest bread brand launched a new range in June 2025 called Our Dough, selling it as sourdough but softer. The Real Bread campaign confirmed these products are made using a factory method called the Chorleywood process with ordinary baker's yeast and an additive. They are not genuine sourdough. Warburton's own chairman, Jonathan Warburton, was quoted by the grocer in May 2018 saying their previous sourdough product was like white bread with a sourdough addition. The Our Dough range also says no artificial preservatives on the front, while listing fermented wheat flour on the back. And as of January 2026, Warburton's had still not answered the Real Bread campaign's questions about what that ingredient actually does. Number 6. Kingsmill. The ingredient list on Open Food Facts includes a preservative called calcium propionate E282, an emulsifier called E472, rapeseed oil, and soya flour. In January 2026, the Real Bread campaign confirmed Kingsmill was still not answering questions about whether fermented wheat flour in its products is quietly acting as a preservative. A YouGov survey published by Sustain in January 2026 found 93% of British people had no idea a standard white sliced loaf can contain as many as 19 different ingredients and additives, and 43% said they wanted bread with fewer ingredients. Number 5. Allinson's. The brand is named after Dr. Thomas Allinson, a Victorian doctor struck off the medical register partly for speaking out too loudly against chemically treated factory flour. Today, Allinson's authentic sourdough carries the words artificial preservative and emulsifier free on the pack, yet lists fermented wheat flour as an ingredient. The Real Bread campaign named Allinson's in August 2025 as one of the brands using no artificial preservatives as a selling point on a product that may contain a functioning preservative under a different name. As of January 2026, Allinson's had still not given a clear public answer. The gap between what this brand was founded on and what it is doing today is significant and fully documented. Number 4. M&S Only Ingredients Range. M&S launched a range in spring 2025 called Only X Ingredients, aimed at people avoiding ultra-processed food. The Real Bread campaign complained to Trading Standards in May 2025 after finding the Only 5 Ingredients rolls had 11 ingredients on the back, and the only 6 ingredients sunflower, seed, and spelt loaf actually contained 13. Trading Standards confirmed M&S was reviewing and correcting its labeling, confirmed by the Real Bread campaign and reported by the grocer in October 2025. By February 2026, the loaves had been relabeled, but Real Bread campaign coordinator Chris Young confirmed to the grocer that the rolls correction was still pending and the Trading Standards case remained open. Being pulled up by Trading Standards after a formal complaint is not what you expect from a retailer telling shoppers it is the clean, honest choice. We are halfway through. When you pick up a loaf in the supermarket, do you actually read the back of the bag? Not the front with all the nice words on it, the actual ingredient list on the back. Drop a yes or a no in the comments right now And if this is opening your eyes, please subscribe. We are here every week doing exactly this research. Number 3, supermarket own brand budget white loaves. Every year the UK government tests bread for traces of pesticides. Analysis of the 2024 results by Pesticide Action Network UK, published in their Dirty Dozen 2025 report, found 47% of bread samples contained 2 or more different pesticide residues. A chemical called chlormequat, a plant growth regulator with documented concerns about its potential to cause birth defects, was found in 97% of all bread samples. Glyphosate, a weed killer the World Health Organization's cancer research body has classified as a probable carcinogen, was found in 28%. Several EU member states have moved to restrict or ban glyphosate on crops before harvest. The UK has not. A Soil Association briefing and open letter from 25 farming and environmental groups published in May 2026 called on the UK government to take the same, more cautious approach. Budget own brand loaves carry the highest pesticide exposure risk of any bread on the shelf. Number 2, premium seeded and malted loaves across major brands. A 2022 Real Bread campaign investigation found 7 products using the word wholemeal to sell loaves made using up to 50% ordinary white flour. The Real Bread campaign has also documented that around 80% of all UK bread is made using the Chorleywood process, a factory method from 1961 that produces a loaf in under 3 hours using high-speed mixing, extra yeast, and additives. The premium price on seeded and malted loaves almost never reflects a genuinely different product. It almost always reflects better packaging on the same factory process. Number 1, the fermented wheat flour issue affecting the whole industry. On 21 August 2025, the Real Bread campaign wrote to 16 companies asking whether fermented wheat flour on their labels was working as a preservative. On 2 September 2025, ASDA confirmed in writing the term typically refers to flour fermented to generate a substance called propionic acid, used to extend shelf life. On 17 December 2025, Aldi confirmed it is flour cultured using bacteria that generate propionic acid to extend shelf life. On 24 September 2025, the Federation of Bakers, the trade body for the UK's biggest bread makers, published a statement confirming fermented wheat flour is produced using bacteria that generate organic acids to extend shelf life, which the Real Bread campaign became aware of on 15 October 2025. Here is the key thing to understand. Propionic acid is exactly the same substance as the conventional preservative calcium propionate E282. By making it through fermented wheat flour, manufacturers can leave the E number off the label and still put no artificial preservatives on the front of the pack. As of January 2026, Allinson's, The Co-op, Hovis, Iceland, Kingsmill, Lidl, M&S, Morrison's, Sainsbury's, Waitrose, and Warburton's had still not answered the Real Bread campaign's follow-up questions. If you have any of those brands in your cupboard and the label says fermented wheat flour, now you know what it is actually doing there. So what should you actually buy? The Real Bread campaign runs a free bakery finder on their website showing you genuine independent bakers near you, people using real ingredients and nothing to hide. Biona Organic is one of the cleanest options in mainstream supermarkets, certified organic, additive-free, and available at Ocado, Holland, and Barrett, and Tesco. According to British Baker magazine, in October 2024, Biona's bread sales grew by 183% between 2023 and 2024, which tells you something about how many people are already making the switch. And for any loaf you currently buy, the rule is simple. Flip it over, read the ingredient list, and if you see fermented wheat flour, you now know exactly what it means. The bread on most British shelves has a gap between what the front of the pack says and what the back reveals. You have just heard where that gap is biggest. Which brands are refusing to be straight with you, and which one was corrected by trading standards for misleading labeling in 2026? Drop in the comments what you find when you check your own loaf. Share this with someone who eats bread every day without ever reading the label. And please subscribe to our channel. We are here every single week doing this research so you do not have to. We will see you in the next one.